Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves for the glittering gale that stormed gossip columns and social feeds since that fiery September afternoon of 2025 when Fox's Chicago studio became the battleground of two powerhouse divas, Mariah Carey, the songbird supreme at 55, and Jennifer Hudson, Oscar-winning host and vocal phenom at 44. What began as a jubilant celebration of Mariah's memoir, the meaning of Mariah spiraled into a televised tempest, climaxing in Carey's dramatic mid-interview walk-off that detonated into one of the decade's most viral cultural collisions. The stage was set with spectacle. The studio shimmered in lavender loungers, LED butterflies, and velvet light, packed with fans in sequined gowns sipping mock champagne. Hudson Hive loyalists hummed in anticipation, while producers buzzed over the promise of a ratings windfall. A 35th anniversary tribute to All I Want for Christmas as you framed the episode, with a colossal screen flashing. Mariah's iconic eras, from Vision of Love to her Vegas residency pulling $2 million per weekend, Mariah emerged like a living mirage, draped in a Swarovski-studded silver gown, honey blonde waves cascading, diamond choker glistening at $10 million crystal cane in hand. The ovation shook the rafters as Jennifer welcomed her with warmth, the two icons embracing in what seemed the start of a sisterly serenade. At first, harmony reigned. Jennifer praised Mariah's resilience, from glittering triumphs to turbulent trials. Mariah, ever quick with quips, joked about raising her twins amid tiaras and tantrums. The crowd roared, the band swelled, and producers exchanged emojis of glee in the booth. This was diva magic, ratings gold. But beneath the sparkle, tension simmered. Jennifer steered toward thornier territory. Critics say your memoir is a curated confessional. How do you answer those who call your comebacks convenient? Mariah's lashes fluttered, her fan flicked. Confessional crafted with candor, darling. Diamonds in the dust, not convenience. Applause followed. But Jennifer pressed harder, questioning nepotism whispers, cameos by Mariah's twins, and whether her memoir was branding over bonding. Mariah countered with regal fire. I've bankrolled ballet schools in the Bronx. I've opened doors others tried to close. This isn't burnishing, it's bridging. Cheers and gasps clashed from the audience, some chanting, "Yes, Mimi!" while others shifted uneasily. Jennifer's tone sharpened. You've raised royalties, but at what cost to rivals? Ariana, others. You've ruled the charts, but some say you've stifled the next generation. Mariah's velvet voice cut steel. The cost of conformity is catastrophe. Rivals are rainbows, not ranks. Your echoes mirror envy's chamber. The air thickened. The audience split into factions. The Roots tried a playful riff to soften the edges, but the tension boiled over. At the 16-minute mark, Jennifer dropped her dagger. Your disruption doesn't elevate, it divides. Whitney's Wonderland undone by discord. Legacy or fracture, Mariah? That was the breaking point. Mariah rose, emerald eyes blazing. I've endured dismissals for decades, but I won't sit dismissed here. Walk me off if you must, but know this, my truth soars beyond your stage. Her silver gown glittered like a shooting star as she strode off, stilettos clicking like staccato thunder. Gasps erupted, cameras froze, producers scrambled. Jennifer, unfazed, turned coolly to the camera. We'll be right back after this. Spirited interlude. Commercials rolled, but the damage, or the magic, was done. Outside, Mariah's Mercedes swept her away through a media scrum. Inside, the clip already uploaded, already exploding. By midnight, Mariah Walks Hudson had racked up 550 million impressions. YouTube thumbnail screamed, "Mimi meltdown! Hudson heat!" Diva walk-off. Fans fought online, Lambs versus the Hive, debating whether Mariah defended dignity or dodged accountability. Late-night hosts leapt in. Jimmy Kimmel joked, Mariah walked off faster than Fantasy hit #1. Fallon staged a parody walk-off with feather bows. TMZ dissected the body language frame by frame. Variety framed it as a vocal vendetta, while Billboard noted Mariah's memoir, sales skyrocketed, crossing millions in days. For Jennifer, the episode delivered historic highs in viewership, cementing her show as must-see TV. For Mariah, the walk-off fueled her mythos, another chapter in a career where conflict and candor collide like symbols. But beneath the memes and millions of views lies something deeper, the fragility of fame's fellowship. Two divas, both forged in struggle, colliding under studio lights. Was it rivalry or reflection? disruption or defense. One thing is certain. In the glittering gulch of celebrity talk shows, the greatest clashes aren't accidents. They're combustions of ego, artistry, and history. And on that September afternoon in Chicago, the diva dimensions split wide open, leaving us with a walk-off that will echo through pop culture history. Because when Mariah Carey walks off a stage, she doesn't just exit, she detonates. It was supposed to be a celebration. A September afternoon in 2025, Fox's Chicago studios transformed into a glittering dreamscape of lavender loungers, LED butterflies, and fans in sequined gowns. The Jennifer Hudson Show was rolling out its biggest episode yet, a sit-down with Mariah Carey, the songbird supreme, who had just released a memoir that was already shattering pre-sale records. The cameras glowed, the stage sparkled, but no one knew they were about to witness the most viral walk-off in daytime TV history. Jennifer, 44, looked radiant in a buttercup ball gown. She welcomed Mariah, 55, who shimmered in a silver-sequined sheath and diamond choker glittering under the lights. The audience gasped as the diva queen glided in, her every step a spectacle. At first it felt like a love fest. Jennifer praised Mariah's career, her songs, her survival. Mariah responded with witty quips about twins, tiaras, and turbulent triumphs. The crowd roared, producers smiled, and everything felt golden. But under the sparkle, something darker pulsed. At the 10-minute mark, Jennifer's tone shifted. Critics say your memoir is more curated confession than truth. How do you respond? She asked. Mariah, fan-flicking, leaned forward. Confessional crafted with candor, not convenience. Applause echoed. But Jennifer pressed harder. Nepotism claims, cameo controversies, whispers of rivalry with younger singers. Mariah's smile tightened. Her voice, once velvet, sharpened to steel. The cost of conformity is catastrophe, she declared. I've bankrolled ballet schools, opened doors for artists dismissed by the elite. Rivals are rainbows, not enemies. Gasps filled the studio. Jennifer, cool as ice, shot back. Disruption divides dynasties of divas. Whitney welcomed, you walled, that was the spark. Mariah stood, eyes blazing. You've dismissed dreams for decades, she snapped. Walk me off if you must, but truth will outlast your daggers. And with that, she swept from the stage, stilettos pounding, diamonds flashing, the door slamming behind her. Silence swallowed the room until Jennifer turned to the camera and without missing a beat said, "We'll be right back, with more music after this." The fallout was instant. Outside, paparazzi swarmed Mariah's Mercedes as it sped away. Online, hashtags exploded. Mariah walks, Hudson heat, vocal vendetta. TikTok reels looped the walk-off millions of times. Twitter polls lit up, 62% backing Mariah's stand, 38% praising Jennifer's composure. Within hours, the clash had racked up 100 million views. By week's end, it had surpassed 600 million, making it one of the most viral celebrity moments of the decade. Late-night shows had a field day. Jimmy Kimmel quipped that Mariah walked off faster than fantasy hit #1. Fallon staged a parody skit. Fans battled online, the Lambley versus the Hudson Hive, each side unleashing memes, mashups, and threads dissecting every glance, every syllable. Even Whitney Houston's estate chimed in, praising the audacity of truth, and the money poured in. Jennifer's ratings skyrocketed, her image recast as fearless. Mariah's memoir sales tripled overnight, minting millions. What looked like a feud became a financial windfall. Both women walked away winners, even as fans turned the clash into modern-day mythology. But the story didn't end there. In October, at the All-Star Awards, the unexpected happened. The lights dimmed, the orchestra swelled, and Jennifer Hudson and Mariah Carey appeared together on stage. For a heartbeat, the crowd held its breath. Then they sang, a surprise duet, their voices colliding, clashing, and finally harmonizing into thunder. The arena erupted. The internet melted down again. What began as a walk-off had ended as a waltz into history. Because in the world of fame, spectacle isn't just entertainment, it's survival. The Jennifer-Mariah clash wasn't merely an interview gone wrong. It was a coronation of candor, a reminder that when divas collide, sparks may scorch, but they also illuminate. And as the viral dust settled, one truth was undeniable. The walk-off became a legend, and legends never walk alone.